I have a few things I have to say to the graduating class, like usual, but this year it's going to be a little shorter. But I wanted to start off with asking a couple of questions. And these questions are directed not only to the graduates, but also anyone who's interested in the arts. And the first one is, what does great art do? What I'd like you to do is think about a painting or a sculpture that you think is a great work of art, that you consider personally a great work of art. And ask yourself, what does it do? Does it do anything? Maybe some of you are thinking, well, it inspires me, it's beautiful, stimulating, whatever. Hold on to those thoughts. Second question. How does it accomplish that? How does this art accomplish its greatness? How did that happen? What's different in that work than maybe some other work of art? And why do you think that's happening? There are no right or wrong answers here, so no quiz. Is it the technique? Is it beauty, innovation? Is it provocative? What makes it stand out from other works? Now, you may have your preconceived ideas, but when you really start thinking about it in relation to that image that you have in your mind, you might come up with some interesting variations. Last question, and this is more directed to the artists in the group. Are you applying what you're thinking about right now to what you do? So you're thinking about great art, and it's out there. Somebody else did it. Michelangelo did it. Leonardo did it. Rembrandt, whoever. But are you applying that thinking to your own work? Because it's going to direct what you do. They're not different. The people that were working 500 years ago were thinking the same things you are. The same question is on the table. The answers are individual, yet probably similar. Most of us are thinking, wow, I have a specific idea of what I think that great art is, but it's probably got a lot of commonality. So this, it's a little bit like thinking about beauty as well. So we all have a concept of beauty, but of course, the person across the way that you think is really beautiful, somebody else might not think that. But there's similarities, because we land on a very few number of things that we think are great art. And it's a kind of common collective idea. Roger Scruton, in his book on beauty, comes at the question from many different angles. And I think his book is really very provocative, makes you really think. And the BBC documentary that he later produced is also very interesting. I hope some of you have seen that, and if you haven't, try and look it up on YouTube. I think it's there. And what his main concern is connecting the past, present, and future of art or beauty. He's trying to make the connection that they're not separate. They're all a continuum. And when you see it that way, you find more meaning in it. That it's not just you doing it for the moment, but you're doing it for something that will live on beyond your time. As artists, we all need to be inspired. Inspiration is the driving force behind any work of art. Without it, nothing happens. So you're thinking about stuff, you've got great ideas, you're contemplating what you want to draw or paint or sculpt or whatever. But it's inspiration that actually moves you to do something. So it's in that inspiration that the energy goes into what you want to do. We see it in the works of art that move us. We see that inspiration, right? I mean, when you look at something, you say, wow, that guy really was into what he was doing, or woman, depending on the case. We truly feel great art. It's an experience that cannot be described, like falling in love. It's common to all of us, but it's individual. Falling in love. Different for everyone, but similar. Because when we read about it, we think about it, we connect. Beauty is the plate that these feelings are served up on. It holds the substance that allows us access to the nourishment we enjoy in the experience of art. So beauty is the vehicle. It's the thing that holds the substance, the feelings. Without it, everything's on the floor. Beauty is that connective tissue. D.H. Lawrence said, beauty is the experience, nothing else. It's not a fixed pattern or an arrangement of features. It is something felt, a glow, or a communicated sense of fineness. Fineness. What an interesting choice of word. Fineness. So, no real graduation speech. I'm sparing you. There are a few things I'd love to sort of delve into, but we have a lot to go through. So, I've wrapped it up in a couple of 5 words. And I guess what I usually focus on is to paint your own paintings, not to be swayed, to encourage others around you to do the same thing. That message will never, ever get old. That's the one that has real substance, that it's going to carry you and your work through all the hard times. Because if you're, I think it was Jim Carrey, wasn't it, that he was saying on this YouTube graduation speech, which was really funny. He said his dad, wanted to be a comedian, didn't believe in himself enough, got a job in some office, and he got fired. So you can fail at what you don't want to do, or you can do what you want to do and try to succeed. And so the message here is maybe in a negative sense, but you might as well do the thing that you want to do. Because the chances of failing are still there, but you might as well be happy doing it. So the idea here is to have the courage to paint the paintings, do the sculpture that you are meant to do, that is only unique to yourself. You can say it in a million ways. I can make 100 quotes, but when it boils down to it, they're just 5 words. Just do it, no excuses. Thank you.